It's time to move the navy with additional force from Europe onto the continent itself. It looks like finally this area right here is going to be reinforced, so we do stand a chance against further Indian counterattacks, and this may deter the United States of America to not
Monsieur, vos ordres?
attack us. I mean, it will deter them from attacking us. In any case, after 3 turns we'll get a platoon firing, which will help us significantly in fighting our enemies. Besides that, there's machine rifling, something of interest obviously, and this would give us a new unit right here, a unit that may change our army compositions. However, that is still debatable. Now that we have
Oui, Votre Majesté. Monsieur.
this army here, it will be a good idea to march them
Tenez-vous prêt?
on our immediate enemies, and I'm going to first of all merge this army from brigades that were stationed at Charleston. So these 2 brigades are people who were grown and trained in the colonies, and
Votre Majesté.
the army here led by Ferdinand Blaine is the army that came from Europe itself. So these guys will have a lot to share with and learn from each other. And then we have the situation right here at Tellico and Chicasa. So Tellico is being sieged.
Sous les jupons des femmes.
The defenders are not going to last long. As you can see, there's only a turn, or like 3 months until, or 4 months until they completely surrender. So it would be a good idea to just wait until they march out. Maybe the reinforcing force wouldn't engage. In any case, there's no need to rush this forward. Let's just wait a little bit and see how things go. Furthermore, as you can see, our income is being squeezed a little bit to 9,000. The navy is slowly but surely, certainly being built. So we do have like 10 ships or so, but I would say we need 20, and this would even further reduce our ability to fight. Now what they want to do is they want to merge this navy so that they could safely travel to Iceland, because Iceland is still being attacked consistently by Denmark's navy. So the navy men, they stayed at the port right here, but they are not numerous enough to actually move into the island that's currently being incorporated and controlled by the French, and this navy of theirs wasn't really able to fight the transports or the population of France traveling to Iceland. In any case, we'll safely transfer our priest there now, and we'll make sure that Iceland is fully Christian. Alright, in here I want both armies to move on to the island here. so that they could both attack Copenhagen. As you can see, Denmark has a very significant army here, and this army could as well be supported by an attack on this army right here could as well be supported by additional forces that we definitely have. Okay, so our income is going to be squeezed due to the buildup of the navy. We reinforced our colonies in America, continent of America, and we are fighting. In here it looks like the Ottomans are launching an offensive. I wanted to keep this for a bit, but it seems that they are going at us now. As you can see, they don't really have weapons that have some kind of a bayonet on them, so this could give us a very good advantage in melee fighting. Their weapons are a little bit larger, so one-on-one they may be a little bit more devastating. However, our weapons do have bayonets and they're certainly very accurate, so even if they could kill our men under cover, they are behind cover to be precise. They are not going to kill our men in melee combat as effectively as we could, and they're not numerous. They have artillery pieces, and I kinda suspect that it would be a very good idea for us to march on them with a bayonet charge, and in this way we could achieve what we want. In any case, the deployment here may be a little bit tricky, and here's our troops right there. We'll be moving on. So this army is responsible for keeping the Ottoman Empire at bay while we're fighting Denmark in the northern Europe and Russia. Our armies are deep in Russia, our armies were very successful in Russia. However, it's certainly far from over just yet. Let's move on and take a look at the Ottoman forces. So, the Ottomans have launched an attack on us, and they've taken or retaken their natural land, so to speak. The land that we are currently fighting at right here used to belong to the Ottomans. They were taken by it was taken by the Russian offensive, and after a while we taken this land from Russians. Now the Ottomans decided to invade us and retake this land right here. Now look at the troops right here. They look a little bit African to me based on their hats. Those hats look like they have some kind of a tiger or so animal fur on it. Now furthermore, you can see that they have like these really powerful weapons, really large weapons. Very interesting indeed. Now in here it looks like they're launching a camel attack. Look at that, these camels, if you have noticed, are on snow, right? So it kind of gives a feel, right, that they shouldn't be here, right? That's what. Now you can ride a camel even in the middle of Europe in mass. Okay, it looks like their troops are closing up on us. We're not going to play it nice. We are just going to attack them with the bayonet charge, and in this way we will undoubtedly are going to annihilate them. I'm launching multiple assaults here, and they will run, no doubts about that. So this gives us an opportunity to beat them. Our troops are relatively experienced in here, as you can see. Quite a few of them have 1, 2, 3 chavrons. Obviously, experience is certainly not coming cheap. Okay, let us march forward, and let's just kill them all further. Now, it's just absolutely incredible. We're fighting their forces that are very, very much separated most of the time. Weak. In any case, as you can see, I'm fighting bayonet charges all the time here. Be further more. Oh no, heroic death. I can't believe he died. It looks like he got caught by this fight right here. How unfortunate. I sent him to fight the artillery, but it looks like he somewhat foolishly went into a different kind of fight. Now in here, most of my enemies got wiped out. Okay, we are going to send additional forces here and there. Look at that, this French rout, 54th Regiment has been routed. Very, very intriguing how on earth they've got routed. The general died here. Very, very sad death, unfortunately. In any case, their cavalry is not of importance anymore. I mean the general's bodyguard cavalry, because the general himself has died. So the general, as you already can notice, must be looked after, where that's most important. In here we see how they're shooting, and the sound that they're making is very, very different. They're shooting very kind of heavy, large balls, and these balls are certainly terrifying. Now in here, as you can see, they're holding firm. Some of their troops have even chainmail on them, and I would say these are the most dangerous troops of them all. However, our numerous superiority here, numerical superiority, is going to be what is certainly going to prevail. Okay, so look at that. Here's the ball right there. Those guns shoot. Look at it. Look at it. It's like a grenade launcher. You see, this is a grenade. So what they're doing really, they are launching grenades. So these are multiple grenades consistently being launched. In any case, here is another fight. Besides, they are sending in additional reinforcements. I'm going to issue orders to fight them too. One of their generals is dead, or the main general. Okay, these guys need to push forward, and that's it. Looks like we did manage to very successfully here fight off this Ottoman army off, and We will need a new general, sadly, very very sadly, because the general right here was fighting, he served and he was fighting very very effectively in Russia, and unfortunately for him, Ottomans have proved to be too much. However, next time we'll just make sure that the generals are kept out of the fight when we don't need to fight. Now look at that. These are Ottoman Empire troops. Unfortunately, I cannot read their card to see what they're all about. In any case, I'm sure that these soldiers are not going to last long enough, and we will very very successfully are going to kill them all off. That's it, they're retreating now. It's time to end this. So I'm gonna fast forward this for a bit and we'll just see how they all run. It's a heroic victory for us. Unfortunately, General's dead, so well, we'll have to recruit a new one. This may cost us a little bit. Something that we don't have is the money, really. Okay, so we see that the Russians are moving around. We actually took large portions of the land. We can't really move the troops anywhere else. We have to fight them. Should I, the good question is, should I send my navy out? I probably could, maybe should risk it, maybe it's enough. Maybe it's the time for me to kind of try and risk it. Okay, look at that. They have moved out with one force. I'm gonna retreat tactically, and if they don't come back onto Copenhagen, it does give us a good advantage. Now, what's happening? Look at that. This nation has declared war on you. Genoa. Okay, it looks like Genoa is not going to let this one go. And they may draw in many more into this war. Gladly they did not drew anybody else, but they are probably moving on Paris now. So that's bad, that's really bad. And many battles awaits us. It's time to move on to the battle in America. So we're gonna fight Tenamahi, supported by additional forces here. And it looks like if these are going to be defeated, it's all over for them, I guess. In any case, let's move into the battle and see what we can do here. Now, the enemy's forces rely very much on melee weapons such as axes, and they do not rely that much on firepower. So we just need to stay firm, focused, and make sure that they do not prevail. Now it's good that we were fighting the Denmark out there. Now we can kind of react to that very dangerous Genoa's offensive. So Genoa is moving at us with 2 armies. That's bad. That's really bad. I need to send my navy out, I think. I'm going to make sure that the breeze gets oh no, you need to go back. That the breeze gets on Iceland, and then the navy will have to secure me one of the trading positions out there. That navy isn't huge, and that may be a big problem. They had a really good charge. However, the navy will have to somehow at least try, or otherwise, if they all die, at least I'm going to get an income surplus. And if I have to build myself a much powerful navy. Now look at that, our Indians fighting their Indians. Very, very good indeed. Absolutely incredible. No doubts about that. Alright. Enemy's forces at any point in time now are going to show up. So we're going to get in line. And we're going to make sure we are ready for them. My forces here need to be ready to fire. And that's pretty much it. Let's first of all get there in time. As you can see, we know where they're coming from. I have placed additional Indians on the side, native warrior auxiliaries, so that they could successfully engage anybody that is free to be flanked. Alright, now that we're all on the spot right here, very, very nice indeed. It looks like things are looking good for us. Are there any more troops somewhere out there? No, it looks like these were hidden, and they were so well hidden they were even hidden from my side. Look at that. That's just crazy, right? Okay. At any point in time now, they're going to end up in range. When they'll end up in range, they'll be shot. And no, let's wait through. Look at that, they're being like extra careful here. Fine with me, there's not that many of them actually at all. And we'll just consistently be trying to surround them and shoot them up. Right, just like that. Look at that. Okay, it looks like they are on the final offensive here, and at all points in time we'll just try to keep firm. Our lines are very, very firm here. Look at that, that's just beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Oh! Will they even get close enough? Yeah, they may at any point in time now get close enough. Yeah, they are close. Close enough. Alright, we are successfully surrounding them. And now I'm going to launch an offensive on them from all sides. And that should be the end of the Indians in this region right there. Look at that, there's so many of us and there's so few of them. And here we'll have a nice hack off. I want my troops to fight together. So our auxiliary and our European counterparts could fight against the Indians. This will certainly give a boost to overall morale. And that's pretty much it. It looks like we have successfully routed this army. At least the situation here is stable. Not so stable in France itself, due to Janna's attack. However, here it looks like we have it all very much together. And yeah, so there's not that many to kill, I would say. And it looks like not that many is going to escape anyway. They have been in the kind of brought into this really bad situation for them. Okay, and we'll just use it. Look at that, these Indians did not escape in time, and that means they're going to die, or at least quite a few of them are going to die. Finally, it looks like it's all over now. That lonely brigade can as well escape because we wouldn't be able to reach them in time. And that's it. Now I just need to send an army from area close to Denmark, so that it could be used to fight Janna's invasion. So these forces are these, so let's send these guys right there, and now they are in a good position to fight Janna's invading force, while at the same time this army led by Victor Lesage will be fighting Danish forces, which is going to be an absolute massacre.